Good morning, students. Welcome back to my class. I hope you all are doing good. Today we are going to learn chapter 7 Human Environment. In that, we are going to learn settlement, transport, and communication. Today, let's see the settlement in detail and transport. Now, let's see what is settlements. Before that, let me revise the last chapter, that is chapter 1, how the early humans were living and what are the changes till now. So early man, we have already know that early men were living in the caves, on the trees, by getting the food from nature. What they have in the nature, they will have as a food, and also clothing, and also living whatever available. Later on they started building huts and cooking foods and growing crops. They have invented the wheels and the transport has developed. Now let's see what is settlement. Settlements are places where people build their homes. What is settlement? Settlement is a places where human build their homes. As I said before, that early humans were lived in the trees, on the caves. When they started growing crops, they become necessary to have a permanent home. Yes, growing crops, you can check with your parents or grandparents. If you want to grow any crop, whatever crop, it takes 3 months to 6 months, or few crops will take year also. Is it? Check with your parents. So when they learn to grow crops, they want to stay in a permanent place for particular period. Like if they want to grow the maize, they want to stay 4 to 6 months. So what they did, to stay at a place, they started making permanent homes. Before that, they were hunters and gatherers. They moved from place to place for the food and shelter. Where they found food, they will stay there. After, if they did not find any food, they will move to other place. So one place to another place, the early months were moving. Once they started growing crops, they want to stay in one place, and the settlement grew near the where the settlement will grew. They started croppings. They don't know about the irrigation. So where the water, where the river is available, in the bank shore, river bank, they started growing crops, and the river banks also will be very fertile because of deposits of minerals. So with the development of trade, commerce, manufacturing, human settlements became larger. First, they started growing crops near the river bank. After after the crops and also little development happened in their life, they started trading. Trading means business, commerce, and manufacturing. And now they need a settlement in the large size. Settlement flourished and civilization developed near the river valleys. Now like this, in where the river banks are fertile and there is a more water to growing crops, there the settlements were become developed. Where? In the river valleys. Let's see what are the civilization. The name of the civilization: bank of rivers, that is Indus civilization, Tigris civilization, Nile and Uhangi civilization. Now let's see what is site. Site, the place where a building or a settlement develops, is called its site. What are the conditions? Natural conditions need for the site: favorable climate. So climate should be favorable for our body. Availability of water, we need water to live. Suitable land and fertile soil. The soil, if you want to grow the crops, the soil should be very fertile, and fertile soil where we can find in the river banks. Now let's see the types of settlements. Settlements can be permanent or temporary. Simple settlements which are occupied for a short time are called temporary settlements. What is short? Temporary settlements, short time of occupation. The period of which are occupied for a short time are called temporary settlements. The people living in deep forest, hot and cold deserts and mountains often dwell in such temporary settlements. Temporary settlements, who are the peoples will live? Those who are in deep forest or hot and cold deserts. Hot deserts you have already known, which is filled with sand dunes, and cold means it is filled with ice. So in that area and mountains and mountain places, there will be such a temporary settlements. They practice hunting, gathering. What those who are living in temporary settlements, what their occupation? The occupations are hunting, gathering, shifting cultivation, and transhumance. However, more and more settlements today are permanent settlements. But nowadays, the settlements are permanent. Now let's see what is transhumance. You know what is transhumance? The people rear animals, and while the climate is not suitable for them, they will move. People will move with the animals to other place. So transhumance, that is called transhumance. Hunting, you already know, people hunt animals for the food and earn money. Gathering, collecting the foods. Shifting cultivation means they will grow crops. Transhumance, moving from place to place with the animals, rearing animals. How? In these settlements, in the permanent settlements, people build homes to live in. There will be buildings. They build the homes to live permanently. See, human settlements. There is one image that is about human settlement. See now what is transhumance. It is a seasonal movement. One season to other season, people change. So people who rear animals move in search of new pastures according to changes in the seasons. So they move with their animals, rearing animals. Their job will be rearing animals. Because of the climate changes, they move from one place to another place. Now there is a situation here given, that is about Mary's birthday party. What is happening? Let's see. It was Mary's birthday party. She and her friends are waiting for Gurupreet to arrive so that Mary could cut the cake. Now Mary and her friends were waiting for Gurupreet. At last Gurupreet arrived, tired, cough and sneezing. Now Gurupreet arrived at Mary's birthday party, but he was very tired, coughing and wheezing. She explained that the traffic jam was terrible. Why she is late means she is saying that the traffic jam, because of traffic jam. Mary's mother, Mrs. Thomas, patted Gurupreet's backhand side. Hoof, the pollution in our city. Prasad had recently come from his village. Why the pollution is Mary's mother is saying because of the pollution. But Prasad has recently come from village. Now Prasad came from village. He asked, why do we have such traffic jams and such pollution in the cities? Now Prasad is asking, why the traffic jam and pollution in the cities? The number of vehicles is increasing day by day due to the growing population in the cities. Mary's father Thomas is replying for the Prasad question that number of vehicles are increasing day by day due to the growing population. Then why people are coming to the cities? And now Mary is asking why the people are coming to the cities. Why people are coming to the cities? Do you know, children? If your father moved to the cities, or in your family anybody moved to the city, you ask them what are the reasons to move to the cities. Now let's see what is the answer. They come looking for jobs, better education and medical facilities. Here the answer is they are looking for job purpose and a better education and medical facilities. So that the reason they move from one place to other place. As last lesson we have learned about migration, is it? In migration, people move. Migration means people move from one place to another place for the job purpose, education, better education, facilities, and all medical facility, and also health, sorry, and also the health problems, climate changes, also people migrate. So like this, here they are giving answers. Who's giving answers? Thomas is giving answers. Why Mary further inquired, if so many people keep coming to cities, where will all the people live? Now Mary is answering, if all the people coming to the cities, where will all the people live? Where they will live? Mr. Thomas now asking, that is why we see so many slums and squatter settlements where people stay in congested and hygienic condition. Congested means very close. The houses will be very close, and unhygienic means dirty area. The area will be very dirty. Let me show the image of slums and squatter settlements. Look at the image, children. This is the image of slums. See how it is. Is it looking neat or clean? No, this area is very dirty. No, so this is the image of slum area in the cities. You can see this area in the cities. Slums and squatter settlements where people stay in the congested and unhygienic conditions. See, this is unhygienic condition. Congested means very closely, and these are temporary settlements, not a permanent settlements. See how the houses were built, and it is very close. There is no place to move here and there. So this is congested area. This is also the image of squatter settlements or the slum. Shortage of power and water supply are common problems in the cities. What is the problems in the cities? Power supply and water supply are common problems. Prasad said, our villages may not have big cinema halls, well-equipped schools and good hospitals, but we have lot of open spaces and fresh air to breathe in. Now what the Prasad is saying, we have in his village, there is no cinema halls, well-equipped schools and good hospitals, but there is a main open spaces, and there they get the fresh air to breathe. When my grandfather was sick, we had to rush into the city hospital, but when Prasad's grandfather has felt sick, they have to run to the hospital in the city. From the above conversation, children, now we have seen one conversation. In the conversation, we can identify two different pictures of settlements. Is it or not? One is what the Prasad saying, and one more is what the Mary where the Mary lives. Is it the rural and the urban settlements? What two situations we have seen? The rural and the urban settlements. The villages are rural settlement where people are engaged in activities like agriculture, fishing, forestry, craft work and trading, etc. Rural area means village area. Rural means village, where the people their occupation is agriculture, fishing, forestry, craft works and trading, etc. Trading means business, small business they will do. They even do in the rural area. Craft work, the pottery, you know the potteries, no, knitting, pottery, these are the craft works they do in the weaving, also is the craft work. So they do in the rural area, that is in village. So rural means village area. Rural settlements can be compact or scattered. See, compact means very close. Rural area also will be like this, that is close. Look at this image, you may know this is the compact settlement. very close, houses are built very closely. And scattered settlements, scattered means here and there. So this is a image of scattered settlements. This see, look at this image. The houses, one is here and one more of distance. There is a distance between the houses. So this is the scattered settlements. In a scattered settlement, dwellings are shaped over an extensive area, distance area. This type of settlement is mostly found in hilly tracts, where we can see the scattered type settlement in the hilly area, thick forest, in the forest area, and regions where extreme climate means cold like climate, like polar regions. We can see the scattered settlement. In rural areas, people build houses suit their environment. In village, people they build their houses according to the environment. In heavy rainfall, if there is a heavy rainfall, there they will build the houses like slanting roofs, places where water accumulates in the rainy season. The houses are constructed on a raised platform or stilts. The houses are type of houses, silt. You can see in this image the houses of stilts. So this is the raised platform. So look at this image, you can know what is the stilt house. This is called stilt house, where we can find where the heavy rains are occurred. Now let's see, thick and mud walled houses with thatched roofs are very common in areas of hot climate, where we are living in hot climate now. So in that area we can see thick mud walled houses, which house we live. Those are thick wall and mud house, no? So local materials. What are the materials used to build the houses? Stones, mud, clay, straw, etc. are used to construct the houses. The towns are small and the cities are larger. Urban settlements. Towns are small and the cities are larger. Urban. Cities means urban settlements. In urban areas, the people are engaged in manufacturing, trading and services. In urban areas, that is in the city people, what they will do, their occupation is manufacturing, trading means business and giving services. Now let's see. Let me show the images of the different types of houses. Now there is a question for you. See, there is a image of house. Where do you find dwellings made of ice? See, this is one type of house which is built with ice. What this is called? This is called igloo. What this is called? Igloo. What makes them and what are they called? Who makes them and what are they called? Who makes them? This is made by people only, and this is what are they called? Let me explain about this. The igloos, where we can see these igloos are in the polar regions, so very cold area, that is Arctic zone, Antarctic and polar regions. Totally this is we can see in the polar regions. Polar regions means very cold area. Now image the globe. Think about the globe, where the polar regions are available in the Arctic circle and Antarctica circle. So there we can see the igloo type of houses. These are, what are they called? See, the people who build these houses are known as Inuit tribes. What we say? Tribe people who live in the polar regions like Greenland. We can see the people in these type of houses in the Greenland and Canada area. The people who build Inuit tribes, the people who build this house, they are tribe people. They are known as Inuit. What is the tribe name? Inuit. And also they are called Eskimos. They are called Eskimos. Let me show the images of different types of houses. Children, this is the image of igloo, where we can see in the polar region, that is very coldest area like Canada, Greenland, etc. Antarctica and Arctic zone we can see this kind of. And people who build the house are Inuit tribe people. They are known as Inuit tribe people, and also we call them Eskimos. And now let's see the images. This is the image of scattered settlement. Here and there, no, there is a distance between the houses, no, so these are known as scattered settlement. And this is known as compact settlement. This is the image of compact. See, there is very congested area how the houses are built. There is no space at all, so close, the houses are built very closely, so this is compact settlement. And this is the image of stilt house, where we can find heavy rain. Where we find the heavy rain, this is the stilt house, image of stilt house, where there will be a very heavy rainfall, no, that area they build the houses like this. This is stilt house. Okay children, now let's see next what is transport. Transport is the means by which people and goods move from one place to another place. What is transport? Transport is the means by which people and goods move. In the early days, that is the early man was there, no, long 2030 years before, the people how they walk from one place to another place, whether it is a short distance or long distance. In the early days, it took a great deal of time to travel long distance. People had to walk and used animals to carry their goods. They started walking. After that, when they started taming animals, they use animals to carry their goods and also even them. After they started invention of the wheel, when they invented the wheel, they made transport easier. Who made? Early man made easier. With the passage of time, different means of transport developed. Even today, people use animals for transport. You have seen the bullock cart, horse cart. They use animals for transport, is it? See here the image of horse cart as a mode of transportation. In our country in India, we use donkeys, mules, bullocks and camels are common. In our country, camel, desert animal. So in Rajasthan, they use camel for camel has a transport from move one place to other place, or for carrying the loads also they use. Even elephant also they use. They not the Rajasthan people won't use camel. In few areas we can see people using elephant also. Donkeys, mules and bullocks are there in our India. In Andes mountains of South America, they use llamas are used. Llamas, that is one kind of animal. And as are yaks in Tibet. Tibet they use yaks. The early traders from other countries used to take several months to reach India. In olden days, if the traders want to reach India, it takes months because of transportation. They took either the sea route or the land route. How they come, the traders, to India? They took sea route or land route. Aeroplanes have made travel faster. What made travel faster? Aeroplane. Now it takes only 6 to 8 hours to travel from India to Europe. If you want to travel India to Europe, it takes only 6 to 8 because of the aeroplane. Modern means of transport saves time and energy. Modern means of transport. Today, the aeroplanes, if you use that is air transport, if you use it saves time. Not only the air, even though railway, land transport, whatever, it saves the time and energy. As in olden days, people were walk from one place to other place, or they use animals. But nowadays, in the modern means, we can move from one place to other place within 6 to 8 hours. Now let's see the four major means of transport, or the four major means of transport are roadways, railways, waterways and airways. Okay children, we came to an end of the today's part. Let me explain the worksheet. The first question is, write a paragraph about settlements. What is the first question? You have to write a paragraph about settlements. What is the second one? What is transport? And the last one is, write the four names of major means of transport. Children, the first one you have to write a paragraph, that means about the settlements and its types in detail. 50 words I have given, so you have to write a paragraph about the settlements. Okay children, thank you. Let's meet in the next session.